Hello, everyone. This is Jeffrey Kerr. I'm here today with the co-founder and co-artistic director of Squonk. The Pittsburgh-based theatrical performance group has played everywhere from Broadway to the Kennedy Center, and now they're bringing their playful, collaborative energy to North Carolina on August 23rd and 24th. They'll be performing at the Lazy Daze Arts and Crafts Festival in Cary. Known for its whimsical, high-energy music performances, they'll be presenting BROUHAHA. Please welcome Jackie Dempsey.
Hello.
Uh, to start things off, would you mind telling us more about Squonk?
Yes, Squonk is a Pittsburgh-based performance troupe where we create all of our work from scratch. We build large-scale spectacles. We've been doing mostly outdoor work for the past decade or so. We've toured all over the US and we've been overseas to Europe and Asia. And we have, let's see, what else can I tell you? We've been to Kennedy Center, Lincoln Center. One of our theater shows went to, we did a run in New York, both off Broadway and on Broadway. So we've been all over the place for about 33 years now. My partner, Steve O'Hearn, he and I are the artistic directors, but we collaborate with our team of artists and musicians and tech crew and designers. So it's a very collaborative process to make the work that we do.
And how did you go about creating this performance group?
Well, we were much smaller when we first started. Steve and I met through some mutual friends, and he had come from a design background. He had just finished grad school at Carnegie Mellon in theater and set design, and I had just finished graduate school out in St. Louis at Washington University in music and in composition and theory and performance. So. We wanted to, I saw a performance that Steve had done, and I was really fascinated by the visuals in the show. They were like nothing I had seen before. And, but I thought maybe they could use a little more music in the performance. So I offered up my services and we started working together. And we just had maybe four people, then it grew to five, then six, all musicians, one tech person. And we started traveling in a van, let's see, there were six of us then across the country playing at festivals and in bars and nightclubs. And finally got our first theatrical commission in 1995 from City Theater, which is a theater here in Pittsburgh, to create Night of the Living Dead, the opera. So based on the cult horror film that was made actually not far from Pittsburgh, just about an hour or so away. So that was our first big theatrical commission where we had a real scene shop and there was a crew there and we had a director and a dramaturg and a costume designer. And so that kind of set us off on our theatrical journey. We started touring all over the place. So
And how excited are you to be coming to North Carolina?
we've been to North Carolina many times. We've never been to Cary, so we're excited about that. We were just in Raleigh for Artsplosure last year, and I think that was maybe our third time at Artsplosure. I'm not sure, but we've been to Wilmington several times. We've been to NC State in Raleigh. Trying to think where else. I think we've been to Charlotte. Um, Gosh, we've been for Pittsburghers, we spend an awful lot of time in North Carolina. Yeah, we love it down in North Carolina. The audiences are fantastic. We always have a great time, so it should be fun. Let's just hope it's not too hot.
Oh, yeah, or hope it doesn't rain.
I was just going to say weather is something we're used to dealing with doing all these outdoor shows. So,
Well, what can you tell us about the show you'll be presenting titled Brouhaha?
so this is a show we created just a couple years ago. So it's our latest show, and the big moment, the highlight in the show is when the audience gets to come up and play what we call the Squonk accordion, which is a series of large bellows that the audience can come up and pull a rope to make them open and close like this. and they make a sound, sort of like a whoo, like a foghorn. They're all different notes, all different tones, and everybody plays along with the band, and everyone can come up. The little kids and parents, grandparents, everyone can come up and participate. And so that's the big moment in the show. There are other things that happen. We have dancing tuba bells on scissor lifts that the tech crew manipulates, and there's a choreography to them that goes with the music. And the finale has it's a giant. We build a giant face out of sort of I think they're about 30 feet tall banners. And then there are eyes and ears, and smoke shoots out of the ears, and that's the big finish.
And for audiences who haven't experienced Squonk yet, why should they come to see it in Cary?
Well, if they're interested in having fun, that would be a good reason to come. It's The show, we don't tell a story, so there's no narrative to it. There's no language, no singer. It's instrumental music. And so the audience is encouraged to just come and just have an experience, let the music and the visuals kind of wash over them, and just be open to enjoying themselves.
Well, yeah, so I guess you can say it's basically Cats minus the songs.
There you go.
Of all the places where Squonk has performed before, do you have any particular favorites?
There are a couple of cities we've been to many times that I always love to go back to. Providence, Rhode Island, Baltimore, Maryland, El Paso, Texas are some of my favorites. And then when we've been overseas, is always a fascinating experience. We performed at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival many years ago, so we were in Scotland for a month, and that was an incredible experience to be in a city that was just bustling with all sorts of performance, and also there was a film festival and a book festival, and so that was a really exciting time. What else? I think when we went to South Korea, we've been there a couple of times. It was fascinating to learn about their culture, and the people there were just so friendly and excited to have us there, and that was a really wonderful experience.
As I mentioned earlier, you guys have previously played at the Kennedy Center, and most recently, Donald Trump has very controversially taken over that organization, which left a number of people, including fired employees, very frustrated, and many events, including the Hamilton tour, canceled performances as a result. What are your thoughts on all this?
I mean, the Kennedy Center has an amazing history, and I'm really proud that we were able to perform there and be a part of that. But I do not, and it's a good thing we did it before this happened, because I doubt we would be the kind of thing that would be to his taste. I think it's a real shame. I don't know that the president needs to be that involved in the arts. He has plenty of other things he could be worrying about than taking over the Kennedy Center. I'm impressed with all the people who have canceled their performances. That must be hard, because that's all their people, all their employees counting on them, but they took a stand, and I certainly admire that.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be with the Kennedy Center for long.
Let's hope that we can bounce back. I'm optimistic.
Now, going back to the beginning, how did you first get started in the theater?
I don't have a history in the theater. I just have a history in music, and that's something that. And Steve, his history is with visual art and design, and he's also a musician. So one of the things that maybe sets us apart a little bit, because we create theatrical performances, but we don't have any theatrical training. We take the abstract art forms of music and art and bring them together to create something theatrical. And we have a wonderful director, Rick Kemp, who's from London, and he's in Pittsburgh, and luckily for us, and he has an incredible history with theatrical performance. And so he does guide us in many of our shows as we're creating them. He's been working with us for over 20 years. But I mean, I started in music. My older sister played the piano, and I thought I want to do that too. And so I started playing piano, took lessons, from when I was a little girl, then off to college and graduate school. So I never thought I would do something like Squonk. I often thought I would play in a band, but I didn't imagine that I would be in a group that does this kind of multimedia theatrical performance. But I'm so glad that I met Steve all those years ago and really changed the trajectory of my life.
I guess, to quote the title of a song from the Little Women musical, some things are meant to be.
Yeah, there you go.
And for those who'd like to pursue a career in the performing arts, where do you think would be a good place to start?
Whatever it is that you're passionate about, you need to practice it every day. Whether you're an artist or an actor or a musician, you just have to put in the time and you have to be dedicated. You have to know that, well, I mean, I'll say I used to teach at the University of Pittsburgh where I got my bachelor's degree and I taught piano there. And many students would ask me, should I be studying music? My parents think maybe I should be studying something more practical. And I would just always tell them that you never know what's going to happen in your life. You never know if you're going to get a job, even if you're studying to be a nurse or a dentist or a doctor, whatever it is. So you may as well do something that you're really passionate about, that you can really give it your all. I mean, why not? If it doesn't work out, you can always figure out something to do. But I always feel like you should give it a good try. And it takes a lot of dedication, being okay with not having a lot of money. If you really want a lot of money, probably going in the arts is not the best career for you.
Of course, it's always important to never accept a job that you know you're gonna hate doing. Always, compromises you gotta make as you work your way up to, making enough so you can probably go pursue a career in the arts.
Yes, it's a lot of figuring it out as you go, for sure. There's no real guidebook on how to do it.
Well, yeah, because everyone has a different trajectory.
That's right.
And before we go, do you have any other upcoming projects that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, we're actually just starting on a new show this summer. So we'll be premiering the next work about a year from now, next June, here in Pittsburgh. So we're really excited about that. It's kind of top secret right now, so I don't think I'll give you any details on it, but we're in the process of Steve is working on the model and we're just starting to get ideas for the design. The one thing I will say is it will have more audience participation than we've ever had. So it's going to have probably, I think, maybe four different scenes. So probably half the show, the audience will be able to participate. And at some point, they'll even get to come up onto the stage. So we're excited about exploring those possibilities.
Oh yeah, and then the nice thing about it being top secret is that when it eventually gets announced, people, your followers will be all like, "Oh, that's what she was talking about."
That's right. It'll be worth it.
So, Jackie, I thank you very much for devoting your time to this conversation. It was great getting to talk to you.
Thank you. It's great to talk to you as well.
And for those who'd like to keep up with Squonk, where can people find it on the internet?
Our website is just squonk.org, and we also have Facebook and Instagram. It's Squonk Official, and you can also find all of our music on Spotify and Apple Music and all those places, both under Squonk and our official older name, Squonk Opera. So you can find us under both profiles.
Well, thanks again for joining me today, Jackie. This was great.
Thank you. Have a good day.